There it is. It's out there. I want to see if I can get it. There it is. Oh, where'd it go? Did it miss it? Darn. It's oh, there it is. It's up there. There it is. It was getting roadkill. Another cousin died. So that's where I'm going now. I'm going to another wake viewing. I don't know if that's what y'all call them, but that's what we call them here. We call them wakes. And so I'm going to another wake. This is a female cousin. Her husband's a retired Chicago police officer. Both of her sons are police officers. Man, you know you're getting old when your first generation, your first cousins start passing away. You know, I mean, I didn't even know she was sick, or maybe that's not. I just don't know. I don't know what happened yet because I just found out last night. She's older than me, and but I was her husband and I grew up together. So she's the wife. She's a cousin-in-law, but she's been in our family since she was like 15. She's always been part of our family. Today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. So my dentist's office called me today and said, if you could come a little early, we have somebody who canceled. We're trying to move the appointments up a little bit. And I was like, well, I'm leaving now. I'm an hour and a half away. And so I wasn't sure how long it would take me to get here. So now I'm an hour early. And I do need to get gas. I only have a quarter of a tank of gas, but I hate getting gas out here because it's so expensive because of the county taxes. You know, they get you somehow. Where I was at, I got gas for $3.02, I think. In the last video I just put out this morning. Oh. Today's Monday. I had mentioned that I got gas at Walmart for $3.02. So I'll go to the dentist and then I'll probably go to
in 1 mile, turn right onto Eastern Avenue.
Thanks, Abby. I'll probably go over to my shed.
Red light camera ahead.
Oh, red light camera. Thanks, Abby. That's a good warning. Pretty cool. Probably go over to my shed because I put my mat back in my shed because I wasn't using it. I hate having to worry about putting my... Oh, they closed my KFC. Anyway, I hate going, putting out my mat and then having to put it back in underneath my house when it's all wet if we have bad weather. And it's going to rain this week, but when I go over to my son's property, I think I want to have my mat. So I'd rather just get it now while I'm out here. Danny's in the back. So it's a gloomy day. It's not raining. There's a mist every once in a while, but it's not raining, but it's all cloudy. It's not sunny at all, but it's supposed to be like in the 80s this week. So hopefully, you know, some days it says chance of rain 30% or 40%, you know, but they don't say for how long, like all day, you know. So Yeah.
Turn left onto Edgewood Avenue, then
Oh.
turn right onto Grandview Drive.
Okay, so yesterday, you know, I purchased those rain guards to go on your window so that the rain doesn't come in, but or also so the wind doesn't go in. Rain and wind guard deflectors, they're called. So I purchased them, but then after I got them, it just didn't look like they were actually fitting my window right on this van. But of course, the van has weird windows. You know, it has like the one window, like here in the front. This one here, that doesn't even open, but this window opens, you know, so it's got these huge windows on this van. And, but then yesterday I re-examined it. I actually went on to Amazon and said I was going to return it. So I would have to print the label and go to a UPS and send it back. And I have the box, still have the boxes. But then yesterday I thought, let me look at this again. So I tried it again and I put it on. I did put them on. They look kind of cool. How well they're going to work, I don't know. But I like the old-fashioned ones that just go on the window that opens. That, you know, although these really look nice and sleek. But I think the old-fashioned ones give you more room to open your window down. This one only gives me like, it is a couple of inches, but to keep the rain out. So I haven't been able to actually test it yet, thank goodness. We'll see. The other issue, and this isn't going to solve it, is that when I put my CB antenna on the roof of the van, and then bring the cord, you know, have the cord come in and plug it in up on my dashboard, the rain comes in. It didn't do that on my other car. So I got to figure that out, because I don't want, I can't be having rain coming in. Yeah, so I put the rain guards on there. Harbor Freight is really dangerous to me because I could buy so much stuff in there. I love that store. And all the tools and all that other stuff, it just makes life so much easier. But you know, I got to remember, because I got the van doesn't mean I can put more shit in my, you know, in my vehicle and everything. He's nice enough to let me, that I can stay there. I mean, he just put another electric hookup for me out there because he had to move his building. So he had my nephew, you know, I have 3 nephews that are electricians. Comes in handy. My nephew came out and put a new 30 amp hookup for me. Isn't that nice? Just love those boys. I love my son too. Yeah, he's like, it's his property. He had it done. And then love the boys for doing it for me. So so I'm going to go over to my son's property when I leave this campground on the 19th. When I leave the Yogi Bear campground, I'm going to go over to my son's property and I'll have the weed whacker, and then I could just do the grass around me where I'm at, you know, where I need, and maybe a little path to go over to the fire pit. I may make a new fire pit. So I hear a lot of noise out there somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, I think it's a bum. Oh, no, it's not a bum. Sorry. It's just some guy talking to a friend in the car standing outside. You know what? You know, as any big city, you got to watch out for the beggars on the corner, you know? But, so here we go. There's the Hollywood Casino on the Fox River. It's open again. So Danny's in the back in our cubby. I'm going to let Danny out to go pee real quick. And then I'm going to leave her in the van while I go get my teeth cleaned. And I'll leave the windows open now that I got these deflector things. And even if it rains, I can leave the windows open in the front seat, both of them, like about 3 inches. And if I needed to, I could turn the air on remotely from my phone while I'm in the dentist office. Works for me. So if you're wondering what that funny looking building is in front of me, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's where they keep the salt in Illinois to salt the highways when it snows. So it's about halfway full right now from what I can see from far away. Highways. So that's the IDOT, Illinois Department of Transportation, has several of those strategically located along the interstates to salt streets with and the highways when it snows. Interesting. So far, $3.39 is the least expensive propane I have found. In the area, and I'm going to stop and get gas here at the Loves, and it's $3.14. It's a little bit more than it was in Dixon, but I'm like almost on empty, so I need it. Be back. I guess it's a family day. Wow, they got a lot of babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 9 of them. Mom and Pop. And the clan. Gonna go swimming. They're heading to the water. There they go. Swim time, swim time. So look what happened to my sink. Like, I don't know what the heck happened to it. It got this stuff on. I don't know. I just don't know where it came from. The worst thing I had was I had something like that on my hand, and then I came in here and I washed it off in this sink with soap. So I'm thinking that that's what it is from. So I can't find my scouring pad, but I did find these Mr. Clean things that I had. I never even tried it. So I'm going to try to see how it works. And wow, look at this. I use it on I use it on my spoons, because even my spoons that I had in a bowl had all this stuff all over it. I don't know where it came from, but look at this. It's like cleaning my entire sink. Look at how nice it's cleaning it, getting all that stuff off. A little elbow grease. I think it's something greasy. I don't know. It came from like the firewood or something. Crazy. I had to take this here thing off because I want to get the sides. I mean, even look at what it did to my scouring pad. This was brand new. It's not even scouring. It's just like a sponge, but it was brand new. I may just have to throw this one away, but I have another one. I looked all over for my scouring pads, and I couldn't find them anywhere. Yeah, don't you hate when that happens? So I'm going to see how much it takes off. And let's just see. You know? I just hope it doesn't take off the finish off of my sink. But I got to clean it. I got to get this will drive me crazy. I don't want to put like straight bleach on it. You know? Wonder if I put some soap in there. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to put a little Dawn in there. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but, you know, if it's got grease, I want to get rid of the grease. be back and show you the finished project.
All I could think about was all the stuff I still want to do.
Okay, it's much cleaner, but it did dull the finish. But at least it's clean. Much cleaner. It's got a bad glare, but well, that don't work either, but it is much cleaner. But it looks like it really dulled the finish. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll get a new sink down the line, but right now it's clean. Look at that, much cleaner. Well, I think this was up there, and I'm going to show you what I think was up there based on my experience at my son's property. Yeah, it is up there. Look at the size of that hive. Look at the size of that hive. So I see, look what we saw today. So today I'm putting my stuff away, and that's what it looks like. Look at that hive. It kind of looks like a paper. I don't think there's any bees in it. They're actually hornets, because that's what they were at my son's place. Not a bee's hive, it's a hornet's. Look at that. It was up in that tree, and with all this rain, either they just abandoned it and didn't come back, or they're dead. Man, hundreds and hundreds. How many bees? I wonder how many hornets go in each one of those little holes, you know, to hibernate. Well, it's summertime though. I'm glad that it rained like it did, or they would have been swarming all over my camper. But look, it's like almost like a paper mache. It's so light without, you know, when it's unoccupied. For rent. For rent. See a little bit of what's left up there, but it must have been pretty big. I mean, the one that was at my son's was bigger than a piñata. Hey YouTubers and RV Rebel watchers. Yep, I am packed up and rolling out of here. Out of the Yellowstone O'Connell's. So I'm parked by the Queen Victoria Princess, I'll put the name up there, casino on the side street. Came to meet up with a couple of my family people, and what do you think happens? I break down. Yep, I'm so upset about this because I knew something was, I could feel something was wrong, and what happened is my leaf springs. And my leaf springs busted. Yep. So it was rubbing on my tire, and I can't move. You know, I just can't win for losing. I just had my bearings done. I had new tires put on, and now that's what happens. They break. So I'm gonna have to call somebody tomorrow. So I broke down here, parked like a dipshit. I mean, because I was trying to I was pulling in the best I could, but then I realized that if I moved any further, I was gonna blow my tire. I got my slide out just a touch so I can get back and forth to the restroom if I need to, but I can't move it anymore because if I do, I'll blow my tire. See, because it's touching, it's got a little bubble right here now. So I don't know, I just got new tires. See right here, it's got a little bubble because it's touching. So I tried to use my stabilizer a little bit, so I don't know. Why me? This shit happens to me all the time.
And if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.